Welcome children in bio class. Children, I am going to explain you animal kingdom. Animal kingdom. What are the main characteristics of animal kingdom? They are eukaryotic, mean their body is made up of eukaryotic cell, the cell which is well developed nucleus and membrane bounded cell organelles are present. Second is they are multicellular. Their body is made up of many cells. They are heterotrophic. Heterotrophic means for the food they depend on others. They are holozoic. Holozoic is the mode of nutrition like the animal. In this types of mode of nutrition, animals are taking complex food. They have well developed digestive system, and in that these complex food change into simple and soluble form by action of enzymes. The cells like cell wall. So when you are taking the animals, their body is made up of many cells, but like cell wall. It means cell wall is absent. They have definite growth pattern. Definite growth pattern. As you are taking in the case of animal, their growth pattern is fixed. It means animals start to grow into adult and they have a definite shape and size. But in the plant you are taking, their growth pattern is not definite and they are not having a definite shape and size. Animals show mobility. Mobility means they can move from one place to another place, and for this they have well developed efficient organs. As you can see, some animals have leg for locomotion. Some animals have fins, especially water animals. They have fins like fish. Some animals have wings. They help in the flying. So that's why I told they have efficient system for the mobility, for the movement. Animals have sense organ. Animals are having sense organ. And nervous system. Nervous system. It is present in the animal. In the plant, sense organ and nervous systems are not found. So they are receiving the stimuli. And after receiving the stimuli, either from the environment or from other external sources, and they are responding by exhibiting certain behavior. So in the case of the plant, sense organ nervous systems are not present. Therefore, they cannot exhibit their behavior. Animals are found in fresh water, marine water, and on the land, in the air. So it is considered animals originated first in the fresh water. From the fresh water, they move to the marine water. And from the marine water animals, terrestrial animals has evolved. Terrestrial animals evolved from the marine animals. So it means you have to understand animals originated in the fresh water, and marine animals evolved from the fresh water, and terrestrial animals evolved from the marine water animals. Children, how these multicellular animals developed? There are two theories to explain the origin of multicellular animals. These multicellular animals originated. How? Their first theory is the colonial theory. Colonial theory. This theory was proposed by Ernst Haeckel. According to this theory, some unicellular microscopic protozoans divided repeatedly into daughter cells, and these daughter cells failed to separate. So when they failed to separate, then multicellular, that means a body appear which made up of many cells. So this is the colonial theory. And one more theory is, that is syncytial theory. This theory was proposed by Hadji. And Hadji told the unicellular protozoans generally have one nucleus. Their nucleus start to divide and it change into multinucleate. Multinucleate protozoan. Further, there was internal division. Then they form multicellular condition. So this is the syncytial theory. It was proposed by Hadji. Now children, you have to study what are the special characteristics of the animal. So animals are multicellular, they are autoheterotrophics, holozoic mode of nutrition, they have digestive system, alimentary canal, they have a variety of feeding habits. It means some animals are herbivorous. They are eating the plant. Some animals are carnivorous. They are eating the flesh of other animals. Some animals are omnivorous. They are eating both plants as well as animals. Animals have efficient system of locomotory organs, means they have organs of locomotion, and they are moving from one place to other place for searching the food, for the protection, to protect to themselves from the enemy. The body of animals is protected and supported by some internal structure like skeleton system. So that will provide protection, and that skeleton, it is present in the body of animals. It will provide protection and shape, form to the body. Animals have a central nervous system. Central nervous system. This nervous system is made up of brain and nerves. This brain controls the functions of the body, organs of the body. The animals develop from a single celled structure, that is zygote, into well developed young ones. So that is the embryonic development. So a single celled unicellular structure is going to develop. So that is the embryonic development. Children, animals were classified into many groups on the basis of some special features. So classification of animals based on certain features, that is the body plan. In the body plan, that is the organization. There are cellular level of organization, tissue level of organization, organ and organ system of level of organization. Other is body symmetry. So some animals are asymmetrical, some are symmetrical. Those who are symmetrical, they are spherical. Spherical symmetry, radial symmetry, bilateral symmetry. These are the symmetrical. Animals have body cavity, but all the animals are not having body cavity. They are known as acoelomate. The animals which are not having the body cavity, they are called acoelomate. The animals which are having the body cavity, they are called coelomate. Actually, body cavity, that is called coelom. It is a fluid-filled cavity between the gut and the outer body wall. Fluid-filled cavity between the gut and outer body wall is called coelom. The animals in which it is not present, that is acoelomate. The animals in which it is present, that is called coelomate. Now, this coelomate are many types, like pseudocoelomate, true coelom, other is hemicoelom. So this is the body cavity. Body development. So on the basis of the body developments, animals are categorized into diploblastic, diploblastic and triploblastic. Diploblastic, their body wall is made up of two germ layer body, ectoderm and endoderm. In the triploblastic, there are three germ layers: ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. So these are the three germ layers. So these are the certain features which I told. Classification of animals based on these features.